Hello everybody, you should know my name, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to, some basic tips and tricks on how to win basically all the time in Big Paintball. Of course, I'm not promising you will win, that depends on you, but anyway, I'm going to give you some basic tips on how to play. Without further ado, let's start the video since people say my intros are way too long. Off, we're going to talk about how Big Paintball compares to most other shooter games. So the basic mechanics of Big Paintball that are different to most shooter games are how there's bullet speed is really important. There's a ton of bullet drop, and you can shoot basically infinitely since there's no reloading and there's no ammo. This is kind of standard with most shooter games, but different weapons also have different mechanics. So like snipers shoot farther, they have their bullets shoot a lot faster, and they also shoot slower. Bullet speed, obviously SMG's bullets are going to shoot a lot slower compared to a sniper or even an AR like the Scar or the AK. Bullet drop is really important on SMGs since they have slower bullet speed, the bullets don't travel as far and they're not as fast. So you have to aim most of the time. You have to aim upwards to shoot farther. Infinite ammo is really beneficial for SMGs since you can just spray the whole time with like no repercussions, which could frustrate some people since some noob can just come along with the starter SMG and just spam, 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 and there's nothing you can do about it. Mechanics which make this game different to most shooter games. And now we're going to talk about the kill streak rewards. Streak rewards come in the form of a radar, I think, which is at 3 kills, a turret, which you get at 6 kills, a drone, which you get at 8 kills, and a nuke, which you get at 99. The radar basically just I think you press Z, and once you press Z, I think for around like 5 or 6 seconds, purple like squares pop up on the screen, and those represent people. Turrets are probably the best kill streak reward other than the nuke, and turrets you get them after 6 kills. Turrets are what it says is the turret. You place it down with X, and it places a little turret. You can't place it on slopes for some reason. It doesn't really work that well. You place it down, and it just shoots. It's really inaccurate. It always shoots. It shoots straight at you. So as long as you're moving, you should be fine since the turret won't be able to hit you. Basically a turret, but flying above you, and it follows you. You can shoot down the turret, and you can also shoot down the drone. The drone is just a turret that flies above you, but it's a drone, and it works exactly like the turret where it shoots straight at the person, and as long as you're moving, the drone shouldn't be able to hit you. The drone also gets destroyed when you die. The nuke is basically standard in most like Call of Duty games and stuff like that, where it's a giant bomb that like just goes into the ground. It kills everybody but yourself. With those basic mechanics, you should know how to play. The crosshair is not very good most of the time since this game is a paintball game, and there's a bunch of bullet speed and bullet drop that mess up how accurate your weapon is. If you like more skilled gameplay or you just like longer range weapons, try the Deagle, which is right after the first SMG. The Deagle is good on maps like Concrete and Bridge. The Deagle shoots a lot farther than the SMG, has really good bullet speed and pretty good bullet, like it doesn't drop as much. So if you like snipers, you should go with the Deagle first since the first sniper you get is a lot more expensive than the Deagle. Now we have basically the best starter weapon, the UMP, which is basically like the first SMG, but everything is better about it. Before the UMP are the Kimbo Uzis, but don't buy those. Those are like trash. Save up for the UMP. The UMP is literally the best weapon. You can use it on any map because it's basically an SMG but better. You can aim up, and you'll basically be able to hit anyone across the map as long as you're aiming up pretty high. The UMP is good on any map. Bridge, you can go on the short range. You can go on the short range like bottom part. And you can also just aim up and snipe people, even though the UMP itself isn't a sniper. you want an upgrade from the Deagle, then get the Scout, which is the first sniper. It's basically the Deagle, but everything about it's better, but fire rate and it can zoom in really far. It's not like a sniper where like you're going through the scope and you see the crosshair and everything. It just zooms in really far. That's like the only weird thing about Big Paintball. Not the only weird thing, but it's. Now we're gonna talk about the best weapon to save up for, in my opinion, which is either the AK or the Scar, since they're both ARs and they're basically all jack of all trades or all rounders. So they're basically good at everything, just that they don't zoom in as far as the sniper. But in my opinion, those are the best weapons to get after you use the UMP or something like the Scout to save up for them. I use it all the time. You might see it in my gameplay. I'm using the Scar or the Scout, since those two are my favorite weapons. But currently, after the gameplay, I earned enough to get the original sniper, the one that's 150,000 coins, which is a lot. But that sniper's a lot better than the Scout. But either way, the Scout's actually pretty good. These guns should carry you to victory. Make sure you buy the first SMG if you like SMGs. The Deagle is really good if you like longer range weapons or you're just good at longer range weapons in other games. The UMP, best weapon, best starter weapon you can get. And then if you like the Deagle, get the Scout, and then save up for the Scar or AK. Now I'm going to talk about some advanced tricks that I picked up from playing this game. I said this before, but you always want to move when there is a drone or a turret attacking you. Don't move back and forth, but just keep moving in one direction. Since if you move back and forth, a turret will be able to hit you, which is kind of annoying. But either way, just keep moving one way, and the turrets and drones won't be able to hit you. When you're going against somebody, make sure you strafe left and right, since in this game, because of the bullet speed, they have to predict where you're going in order to hit you. So if you're strafing left and right, it's gonna be really hard to predict where you're going, making it much harder for the person you're going against to aim at you. Strafing is also really effective against snipers, especially when you're dealing with super long range maps like Classic or Bridge, where if you're strafing enough, the person you're dueling against, like a sniper duel, won't be able to hit you since it takes so long for the bullet to get there on those super long range maps. I think I said this again. Aim up to shoot farther, especially with SMGs like the UMP. This makes any weapon really good. And adding on to this, you can also shoot straight. And because of the bullet drop, you'll be able to like shoot down slopes. So if someone's hiding below a hill or a slope, what you can do is you can just keep shooting, and because of the bullet drop, the bullet will go down and hit them, which is really annoying because sometimes it looks like people are shooting you through walls, even though it's just because the bullet drop. Against an SMG, make sure you're not. When you're against somebody with an SMG, if you're hiding behind a wall, you'll be able to see them probably spamming against one side. Don't go to that side because as soon as you head out that side, you're gonna die instantly. If you're behind a wall, if you can, go the other way so they won't be expecting that, and so they don't instantly kill you the second you get out. This is know the map, and this is really helpful with turret placement because if you know the map, you know some flanking routes, especially on bridge where you can go under the map and then go to the other team's base. So make sure you place turrets specifically where they can't when they come in they instantly get shot, and make sure you place them behind you so if anyone tries to flank you they also die. We're going to talk about some more turret placement. So turrets are really effective when you just surprise someone with them. So the best place to put them is behind the wall, since the other person that's coming up won't be expecting a turret there, and then the turret will just start shooting them down. And if they don't react quick enough, then the turret will be able to shoot them. Really well on maps like Bridge, where there's a player coming, and then when they're trying to go up to your base, you place a turret on the ramp there, or or like the flat area above that ramp. And once they get there, they're not gonna see the turret, and because the corridor is so tight, I guess they have nowhere to go, and they'll just instantly die. Those tips and tricks should get you started on your big paintball journey, if you want to play big paintball, friend request me because I play big paintball a lot. I can't do 1v1s because I don't have Robux, or I have Robux, but I don't have very much Robux, and definitely not enough to start a private server for a long time. The last trick I have for you guys is a cheesy but true one. Practice, practice, and practice, because every gun has different mechanics. If you practice enough, basically you'll get perfect at your gun and you'll always know where to aim instead of just aiming randomly, hopefully uh hoping that you'll hit them and hoping that you know exactly where to like shoot up in the air so your bullet drop so you negate your bullet drop. So practice, practice, and practice, because then you can learn exactly the bullet drop of your weapon. Okay, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I will make another video. I'm trying to make a video every other day. Uh, as always, follow my Instagram. I give previews of my videos on Instagram, and I'll show you my videos when they come out, unless you have notifications on. If you have notifications on, that's basically the same thing. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos like this. And comment down below any suggestions so I don't run out of video ideas. As always, goodbye everybody, and I'll see you in a new video.